Hello everyone, welcome to your monthly tarot reading. So today we are doing all of the signs. I'm going to go through each element, and then within each element I'm going to go through each of the signs in that element, and you can feel free to apply it to all of your personal planets, right? Your sun, your moon, your rising, your Mercury, sorry my throat's dry, your Venus and your Mars. If you wish to. If you don't, you don't have to. It's cool. You do you, boo. But yeah, so we're going to go through all the elements one by one, and then I'm going to break down a message for each of the signs in that element. And if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe and show your girl some love. And you can find me on Instagram too. I do daily readings there. Same name as this, Romani Fire. And yeah, let's get stuck in and see what's happening for each of the elements and signs in the month of February. Let's see what's happening. Let's start with fire. Let's see what's happening for the element of fire. Let's see what's coming through. Fire signs, okay. My first thing that I'm picking up on is that you've hit the point of no return, okay. You've hit this point, you've had enough. It's almost like boiling point, and not necessarily like you're going to blow your load and it's going to get dark and there's going to be, I mean, there probably will be conflict, because you're at a point now where you're trying to squeeze yourself into something that no longer fits. And I like to use a shoe analogy. Hello Pisces moon. But like, if you're a size 5 and you're trying to fit into a size 4 shoe, that shit's gonna hurt. How do you expect to walk around all day in size 4 shoes when you're a size 5? How crippling is that? Do you know what I'm trying to say, fire signs? It's like you've reached the peak and there's like no return now. And finally, because I feel like fire signs, I feel like you've just been kind of like plodding along, not really feeling lost, but not really knowing where to go or what to do. And I feel like you're at that point now where something shifted. Maybe you experienced something that kind of kicked you up the arse, and now, you know, it's like you're stepping back onto your path. You know, maybe you needed that kick up the arse and that experience to realign you with wherever it is that you need to go, which is hard to get into when it's a general reading, but sometimes we do need to kick up the arse, and I feel like for fire signs you have been kicked up the arse, and I feel like that kick up the arse might have been very painful, but sometimes we need to be broken so we can put ourselves back together the right way. I hate using the word like wrong and right, because I feel like there's never no wrong and right, but it's just easier to understand when you say these things as humans. So to put yourself back the right way, the way that you was before all of the conditions and society and all that kind of stuff came in and slapped you upside your head and said, well, you're this, so you've got to be this, and you're that, and you're not this, and you need to be this. And you know how it goes, right? You know how these things go. And I want to say as well, fire signs, you might be at your peak, yeah, you might be at boiling point, but I feel like, if you don't already know, which I feel like most fire signs do at the moment, when you do like erupt like a volcano, I feel that you're going to understand that it's not about aggression no more, it's about your passion. And you know, you might be angry, but when you understand that anger is a very neutral, all emotion is neutral, right? We, through influence and experience, decide what anger means. And I think a lot of fire signs at the moment are understanding that, you know, you might feel angry or whatever, but you're using that as fuel. Why does it sound weird when I say that? Fuel for the fire, to keep your fire burning. And you're not going to take it out on others, because we don't do that no more, because we're better than that. We understand that, you know, our responsibility is to heal from whatever's happened, not to blame, not to do whatever. Like, when shit happens, it's time for us to like take stock of self and grow and evolve into a better version of ourselves. And fire signs, that's exactly what's happening for you right now. And I think it's important that you understand that there's a difference between passion and aggression. And your passion is being ignited again. Not your aggression. Don't be aggressive. But your passion. So use all of that fuel to like make your fire burn bright, yeah, to keep yourself warm and others warm, right? Because when it's cold, and it is winter here in the UK, when it's cold, who doesn't love like a fire? Who doesn't like to be warm, you know? What we don't want to do is like burn everybody, including ourselves. Okay, let's see what else is happening for the fire signs in February. What else is happening for fire signs in February? Do you know what's really interesting is, I was just saying something about conflict. And there is going to be a lot of people in the month of February that are not going to like the fact that you've grown and you've evolved, and this new and improved you is really going to trigger some serious crap inside these people. They're going to see you sitting on your throne, looking good, feeling confident, feeling passionate, ready to like, you know, do something with your life. And you're gonna have people be like ready just to take you down a peg or two. But you know, the problem with that is, just let them have their thing in it. You focus on you. You focus on what it is you're trying to manifest for yourself. And just, yeah, focus on you. People are not gonna like this new and improved you, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine, because we don't need other people's approval. We've got a life to live, a purpose to live, to get on with. So, you know, no more fitting inside the box. It's time to step out of the box. And I can see here with this energy of the Nine of Hearts and the Nine of Diamonds that you've been trying to like manifest this stuff for a long time. And I think fire signs, there's been this like energy just hanging over you of not knowing where you're going or what to do and whatever. And it's like almost something has rocked your boat, and kind of like that kick up the arse that I was talking about has kind of like kicked you into form, and you found the path again. And it's exciting, and you are excited with these two energies here, especially like this Queen as well. She's over here and she's like living life. This is the Queen of Pentacles, by the way, so it's very grounded, very rich, very stable, secure energy. And feeling that within yourself, considering the energy that I'm picking up for fire signs, is amazing. Because I feel like when you're a fire sign, because fire is all about passion and action and movement and stuff, and I feel like a lot of fire signs have been stuck. So when you get moving again, like when you get a fire sign moving again, you better move out the way, because there's going to be nothing that's going to stop these fire signs from getting where they need to be. And I really love, maybe I'm just biased because I'm a fire sign too, but I'm really loving the fact that you're in this space in February. Just not even just in February, but I feel like the last couple of months for fire signs has been the kick up the arse that you needed to realign yourself, to get back in contact with like yourself and your purpose. And there's no stopping you. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of the year, like by the end of this year, like you ain't sitting on a fucking gold mine or something. That's how intense and powerful fire signs feel right now. I was watching something the other day and I was like, wow, you know, like something so basic, and you're just like, wow. And it was someone saying, I think it was a TikTok, I don't know. I want it, so I've got it. And I was like, do you know what? There was a time in my life where I used to be like that. I used to be like, I want this, I'm going to have it. And I used to get everything that I wanted. Whether it, and I've got what I wanted, trust me. I've got good things and I've got the bad things. And I spent 6.5 years with something that I wanted, and it tore me apart. And I needed that though. I needed to be broken. So, you know, I want it, I got it. I wanted this guy, so I got him. And boy, did I get him. And all the other girls that came with him, and all of the narcissistic abuse and everything else that came with him. So it's a powerful thing. But when you've been through some stuff in life, I'm laughing because I really, and I think a lot of fire signs, and not a lot of people in general, actually, let me just not, you know, like a lot of people in general, they downplay themselves. Crazy. I want it, so I got it. I used to be that bitch. Now I'm like, do I really want it though? Do I? Like, you know, the initial thing of like, I want that. And then I sit there now and I'm like, do I actually want it? Do I need it? But then that causes blockages because I'm not sending out a yes or no, or like a very, it's like there's confusion around it. So I still get what I want, but I just take the long road around what I want now, because I don't want to repeat cycles. I'm all about breaking cycles and evolving. So yeah, I do see some conflict coming in February, but I feel like you're going to be too busy to even entertain it. So there's that. You know, like it took a lot for fire to get to this place again, and there ain't going to be nobody, especially in February, that is going to stop you lot from getting what you want. And I think that should be fire signs mantra for February. I want it, so I got it. I think that should be like the affirmation, or whatever you want to call it. I want it, so I got it. Right, so let's break it down into each sign and see what's happening for Aries. Let me take these up as well. Let's see what's happening for Aries in February. Aries is over it. Aries, do you know what it feels like? I feel like you're so over. There's that 9 of Hearts again. I feel like Aries, a lot of people only see you as aggressive, right? But what they don't understand is the amount of love that you have for your, not just like yourself. Maybe you don't even realize the love that you have for yourself, because you put the love you have for yourself into other people. And I feel like you're at a point now where you're so over putting yourself into others that you're starting to like give back to yourself. And I think it's about time. And I just think we pour ourselves into other people, and then the moment it kind of goes a bit tits up, yeah, it can trigger, especially in Aries. You can be triggered a lot because you're very passionate, and people sometimes misunderstand that passion. And the thing is, when you back a fireside into a corner, it's not going to end well for anybody. It's not going to end well for anybody, because they're going to like light your ass up to get out. So yeah, I do see that when it comes to like your relationships and stuff, I'm sorry Aries, I'm picking very strong relationship vibes up here, that you are so over what you're used to, and that you really want to find someone that brings you balance. And who doesn't? That's just normal, right? But I feel more so for Aries at the moment, because you really do put your heart and soul into the people that you love. And I feel like you're just constantly seen a certain way. And in February, you're just like, You take all your stuff, you get the fuck out of wherever you're at, and you start moving towards the things that you want, right? So you move from the dead space into a place of like giving back to yourself, and then because you're giving back to yourself, you attract better connections with yourself, with people, a partner, work, whatever it is. But you have to leave the past behind. You have to take your stuff and you have to leave to be able to get back into this space. Because I feel like as long as you're where you're at, you're not going to be able to give to yourself, because people are constantly hanging off you and trying to take and take and take and take. They're so used to you giving that now they're just taking. So it's almost like you have to, even if you mentally and emotionally get out of that space, you need to get out of it. Whether you can physically get out of it as well, great. But even if all you can do is get out of that space mentally and emotionally, yeah, it's time to step out of that space. It's time to like grab yourself, yeah, and start giving back to yourself, and not giving to anybody but yourself in February. Because by the end of February, there's going to be better connections, a possible relationship, someone or something that you've literally been wishing for, you know, the dream man or the dream woman, or the ideal relationships that fulfill you and stuff. It's all coming in by the end of February. But you do have to like gain yourself again, you know, like take back everything that's yours and give it all back to yourself, and spend time with yourself, look after yourself, do everything for yourself, so that when the right people do come in, you can invest in the right things and the right people, instead of giving away to like dead ends and leaving yourself empty. Yeah, we're not doing that no more. It's not a thing. Okay, Aries, I love you. Moving on to Leo. Let's see what's happening for Leo in February. What's happening for Leo in February? Got the same card as Aries. Oh shit. Interesting, because Aries got the 6 of diamonds, you got the 6 of hearts. You both also got the 10 of clubs. So I'm trying to use these names and not the actual tarot names. And you also have the 10 of diamonds. Let's see what's happening. Oh Lord, Leo. Okay, so Leo, in the month of February, first thing I'm picking up is finances are gonna start rocketing up. So if you've just put out a new business plan or a new service, or you've been working on a business plan, or you just started a new job, or you've got a promotion, whatever it is, in February there's going to be an income, like a pay rise of some sort in February. You're also going to be, and I feel like for Leo strongly, maybe it's because I'm a Leo and I feel this energy even stronger, is that you are building your legacy. There is no one and nothing that is going to come into your life and stop you from this point forward, because you have been through the trenches more than once, and you're just not doing it no more. You're taking every experience that you've ever been through, all the heartache, all the pain, all the trauma and stuff, you're taking it, you're transmuting it, and you're using it to build yourself an empire. You're not doing that thing of like, I was heartbroken, so I'm never going to trust anyone again. You're not doing that. That's old. What you're doing is you're using your experiences and you're transmuting it, and you're using them as building blocks to build a solid future for yourself. And it's about time. It's really about time. I can see as well in February, Leo, that There is going to be like a returning person here with the Six of Hearts and the Queen of Hearts. Someone is coming back into your life. Whether you accept them back into your life or not is a different matter. They've got to come on a certain level for you to even think about accepting them back into your life. Because where you're heading, like, you ain't got time for ups and downs. You haven't got time for uncertainty anymore. You haven't got time for inconsistency. If someone's coming back into your life, they need to be consistent. They need to be solid, because you ain't playing no more. You're not. So by the end of February, I do see a character, a past person coming back into your life. Or maybe even it's a new person, but, you know, like soulmate energy of like you've known each other in another life and so on and so forth. But I do see returning people, or a person, people, person, whatever, come in back into your life in February. And as long as they're willing to help you build the life that you want for yourself, I don't see no problems. But if they think that they're going to come back and you're not, like, it's like, what's that quote? There's a quote that I saw literally the other day. I'm not going to be where you left me, or something like that, right? And when you're wise enough, you understand that everything is meant to help you grow. And that's exactly what you've been doing. So, I don't know, Leo, it looks like a very interesting and very important month for Leo, in the sense of building your legacy, finances on the rise, and a person coming back in that could potentially be something great. New connection, maybe it's an old connection, but it's a solid connection, and that connection can go back lifetimes. That's what it feels like. So Leo, let me know if that resonated in the comment section below. Let's see what's, oops, get myself together. Let's see what's happening for Sagittarius in the month of February. I feel like Sagittarius already, I'm not taking that one. I already feel like you feel about, you know, out of control is what I'm looking for. The word I was looking for is out of control. Yeah. Let's see what's happening for February. Okay, so Sagittarius, do you know what I'm picking up on? And I say this a lot with Sagittarius, I noticed recently, is that I feel the reason why you feel so up in the air and unstable, is because you don't have a solid foundation. And I think for Sagittarius, as free and as freedom loving as you are, I feel like for Sagittarius it's so important to have a place called home also. I feel like you need to be able to come back to somewhere that feels home. I feel like the only reason that you can be free is because of a solid foundation. And whether that's literally a home or a person that feels like home or whatever, like you need to have a place to call home. And I think in February, as up in the air as it all seems for Sagittarius, you are going to find that space. And whether it's a person or a literal home, you are going to find that space in February. I feel like Sagittarius as well, and I was just saying this to someone the other day, that you've been in your head a lot. You've been revisiting old stories that previously have done more damage than good. Old stories, not feeling good enough, you know, questioning, just because people don't understand that Sagittarius need that freedom and they don't really attach themselves to people or situations. They need that freedom, and I think there's a lot of people in this world that don't understand that energy. And it makes you question yourself, like, well, am I doing something wrong? You're not doing something wrong. You're not. That's your energy. That's the energy that Sagittarius holds. Well, one of many, but the main energy, like if we're being, you know, general, the main energy for a Sagittarius is to travel, to be free, to roam, to do what they need to do. They need that freedom. They need that experience. They need to have that. And a lot of people don't understand it. And in turn, that's making you question yourself over the last couple of months. But I see a shift coming from the head and back into the heart. And I think that comes with whatever is coming in around this three of diamonds here. Whoever this is and whatever this is that comes in February that offers you that stable foundation is going to be the reason that you shift from your head and back into your heart. And because you move from your head and back into your heart, it gives you that energy of the Ace of Clubs here to get back on your horse and to go and explore again, because you know now that you have a solid foundation, and you have a solid foundation within yourself again. And you know, sometimes you have to look back to be propelled forward. So you might take 2 steps back with this Eight of Spades energy. I was going to say the 8 of Swords because it is the 8 of Swords. This 8 of Swords energy, you have taken a step back. But you had to take that step back so you can be propelled forward. So even though for a moment you felt contained in this energy, this 3 of diamonds that's coming in February is going to offer you that stability, and it's going to make you feel more solid in yourself. And because you feel that within yourself, it's going to help you get back on your horse, get back onto your, you know, Sagittarius stuff that you love to do, exploring, learning, traveling, experience, all of it. It's important for Sagittarius to feel that freedom, because when they don't, it's crazy. I can feel what it would feel like to be a Sagittarius that was caged. Don't feel good at all. So fire signs, let me know in the comment section below if that resonated for you guys. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. And my Instagram, if you don't follow me there, which is Romani Fire. And I hope to catch you all in my next video. Let's move on to, who should we do next? Let's go on to air signs. Let's see what is happening for the energy of air in February. I'm hearing like chatterbox, but I feel like you're learning about new stuff in February. So you could either be going back to like school, or you could have just found a new interest. And very excited energy because it's new. Very new stuff, and you want to tell everybody about it. And I feel like maybe not a lot of people will get it, and that's okay, because the fact that you're talking about it and you're excited about it, you will attract people that get it and understand. So you will find new connections in the month of February. Mainly, I want to say mainly friends, but what's to say friends don't turn into lovers, right? If that's what you're looking for, obviously. But I feel like in the month of February, you're definitely learning something new. There's a lot of learning type energy, and it's very excitable. And it's like you just want to tell everybody about it, and that's good, man. Like, we could be caught up in our heads and all kinds of other stuff, so it's good that you're actually the energy is excitable energy, because I think it's about time, considering what's been happening over the last few years. I think it's about time that we all started being excited about life again, you know. So let's see what else is happening for air signs in the month of February. What's happening for air signs in the month of February? So here's that excited energy that I was talking about, the 3 of Hearts. We also have the Ten of Hearts here, which is basically the happily ever after card, right? We have the Ace of Diamonds here, which represents the earth element, which is all about education, health, work, money, anything material. So there could definitely be, like I said, you're learning something new. There could be a new job opportunity. This five of clubs energy feels very, for me, always feels like a very ego battle. And I just want to say, like, air signs, it's not always about right or wrong. Like, you don't always have to, like, battle someone or debate or whatever. You can just have, like, a normal discussion where, like, you just accept each other's points of views and stuff. So communication. Oh yeah, it's got communicating on the card as well. Communication in February, I feel, is going to be very important. And I think it's important that when you look at, like, your communication style, that it's not aggressive, or that you're not trying to make someone look stupid, or you know, like, the communication is very free-flowing and accepting that not everybody is you, not everybody has the knowledge that you do, not everybody, like, it's like, you know, a two-way thing. You're not right, they're not wrong. They're not right and you're not wrong. It just, you're seeing things from two different perspectives, and that's perfectly fine. No one needs to be right and no one needs to be wrong. So I feel that if you are, which I'm pretty sure you are, going to be learning about something new in the month of February, you might bring it to your original group of friends and they might have a lot to say about it too, but you're coming from a place of excitedness and happiness, and they're coming from a place of, like, what's the word? Is it skepticism? That doesn't even sound right, but they're coming from the totally opposite side of where you're at, and that's fine. Like, not everyone's going to get it. That's perfectly fine. And like I said, the more you talk about what it is you're into, the more you talk about what you're learning about, the more you will find people that do understand what you're talking about. And you don't need to get into it with your good friends, you know, because these people are probably friends that you've had for a while or whatever. And, you know, like, not everyone has to get it. That doesn't mean you have to, like, end your friendships or, like, it's doom and gloom or whatever. It just means that they just don't understand what, you know, maybe if you break it down and explain it or whatever, they might get it. Or maybe you can't be fucked to explain it. And you just want to find people that do get it, which is cool and all. But sometimes, you know, it's nice to have a mixture of people that do get it and don't get it, because, you know, the more questions that are asked, the more you're going to know and the more that you're going to understand yourself. So I felt like I had to catch my breath right then, because I just felt like I was just yapping. I do see a happily ever after. I think, air signs, you might have been a bit hard on yourself in the last coming months, and I do see a massive change coming in February for just your connections as well. Like, obviously the connection with yourself. I feel like, me as a person, I always look at myself. And I always, you know, sometimes when I can't see myself, I look at my relationships with people. Because you can't, like, sometimes you don't see yourself, right? Sometimes you just can't see it. And the only way that you probably will see it is through your relationships with others. So as much as we say, you know, you've got to go inward and you've got to do this, sometimes if you can't see what you're doing or what's happening, you're going to see it reflected into the people around you. So always pay attention to yourself, always bring it back to yourself. But if you're having trouble seeing yourself, look at the people around you and look at the triggers or whatever comes up in your relationships and stuff. Because they're just a reflection of who we are anyway. So you might as well, you know, pay attention to what's been brought up. You don't need to blame someone for whatever, but, you know, if there's something happening around you, that's usually because there's something happening inside you. So I do see, like, a mishmash of people coming in February. I do see, like, the old mixing with the new. like a community. I do see some relationships, friendships and stuff getting closer, and I do see some getting more distant, and that's fine too. There is like a new, I feel like we've covered the new learning, right, the education stuff. I do see a new line of work, and I don't know if that's because you're creating a business or there's just a new job that's coming in for you. Maybe even both, right, because it's general, so it could be both anyway. So for some, you could be setting up your own business or rebranding your business, and for some you could be on the look for a new job and you receive a new job, you get the job. Right, let's go into the individual signs and see what's happening. So let's see what's happening for Gemini in the month of February. Gemini, I see you really holding on to something that you really need to let go of. And I don't know why you're scared to let go of whatever it is that you're holding on to so tightly, but you really do need to let it go. And I know it's easier said than done, but trust me, once you let it go, it's going to unlock a lot of stuff for you, and you're going to be able to like free up yourself and receive something new. But I feel like the reason why this thing isn't coming in is because you're holding on to something that was long overdue to be let go of. You're also being asked to be patient with yourself. I feel like the mental chatter that you have with yourself at the moment is very loud, and not necessarily negative, but because there's a lot of chatter, it can be very confusing. And I don't know if journaling will help with that, because I know sometimes when there's a lot of mental chatter going on, sometimes getting it out, writing it down, and then reading it back to yourself, maybe like an hour or two later, kind of like clears a lot of stuff up. With this this energy here, it is about taking action, but the only action I feel that you really need to take is around this Four of Diamonds, and it's about letting go. Like the only action you need to take in the month of February when it comes to whatever this represents for you individually is letting go. Calming the mind, being open to receiving, because the problem with the Four of Pentacles is you're holding on to something, but the Six of Pentacles is telling you, listen, I've got some stuff that I want to give back to you, but I can't give back to you because you've got no space for me to give. It's like you're living in a house full of crap and there's no room for anything new. You're just holding on to all of this stuff because it's, you know, like hoarders and stuff, you know, they hold on to everything because it all has some kind of meaning. But then that just means that there's no room. Eventually there's going to be no room for anything new or anything else. So as much as you're holding on to this Four of Diamonds energy, this Six of Diamonds is like, listen, I've got stuff that I want to give to you, but I can't give it to you because there's no room for it. You're not open to receiving. You're not open to receiving it. And this Three of Clubs energy as well, it talks about being patient because there is something coming towards you. It might not be what you expect, but there is a good few things that are trying to like come into your life, but they can't make it in because you're stuck on this Four of Diamonds energy. So in February, Gemini, really focus on releasing what you don't need any longer, whether that means having a good old clear out, whether it's a clear out of your home, your friends, whatever it is. Like, make room for whatever it is that's trying to and has been trying to come into your life, because this doesn't feel like it's new. This feels like it's been trying to come into your life for a little while, but you haven't been open to receiving it. So what we're going to do with you, Gemini, eh? Let's see what's happening for Libra in the month of February. Ooh. What's happening for Libra in the month of February? Why did I know this was going to come? Why did I know? It's typical Libra energy, right? Typical Libra. Oh, Libra. Libra. This is just pure relationship connections, friendships, all relationships. I'm going to cover all of them. Family, friends, relationships, partners, whatever. The month of February. What can I say? I feel like there's going to be... I don't even know how to word it. There's going to be a celebration when it comes to your love life. And whether that's a proposal or meeting someone new, letting go of, like, I feel like with Libra, there's this karma always. There's this justice energy, right? That in tarot, Libra is the justice card. There's always this need for balance. There's always this law that comes with Libra energy. And I think that for some of you, you could be getting divorced and you make space, like instant, like you get divorced and instantly, like someone comes in, soulmate, like there's no need to explain anything, you just get each other and it moves fastly and securely. This King of Diamonds energy here, it may move fast, but this King of Diamonds here is so solid that it doesn't matter how fast or how slow you move. I mean, it is fast energy, but no matter how fast or slow you move, the connection is stable. You never have to question this person. You never have to worry about this person because they're so straight and they shoot at the hip. Like they're not going to mess around with you. They're not going to play with you. This person is very stable in who they are. They want the same thing as you. You have a lot in common. But it's almost like as soon as you, whether it's a divorce or you let go of a previous partner that you know you need to be getting rid of, like for the last couple of like months or whatever, as soon as you let go of the old connections, like it's like instant this person comes in, it's like pow, romance, love, and it's fast and solid and the best thing you've ever had in your life. When it comes, this could also cover friendships too. You know, new friends coming in, letting go of old friends, new friends coming in. There's a lot of like unity in the Libra reading in the month of February. I can just feel union, celebration, love, abundance, security, stability, grounded, strong energy for Libra in the month of February. And it's all to do with your relationships with people. I do see someone coming in, which is why I say like there's someone that's got to go, because there is someone coming in. And they do offer you like a stable relationship, something that you've been longing for a very long time. There's something else that's trying to come through, and I'm in an Audient, but it's not clear, so maybe as well there's like this revamp. I don't know though, this is why I'm saying it's confusing, because I don't feel like it applies, but I feel like there might be one or two people, or just like a handful of people that this matters to. That there could be kind of like a rekindling or a deepening or like a refreshing of a relationship that already existed, but like it's going to take a lot for that to happen, and some people are willing to do that and some people have just had enough. So Libra, I'm going to leave that there for you guys. Let's see what's happening with Aquarius in the month of February. who else just got this? Did someone else just get, I don't know. What's happening for Aquarius in the month of February? Okay, okay. Wow. Do you know what I was just thinking as well? It's crazy when this stuff happens. Because I was just thinking, okay, we got the Ace of Diamonds, we got the Two of Diamonds. Wouldn't it be funny if the Three of Diamonds came out as well? And it did. So let's get stuck in. Aquarius, the month of February is all about work. It's all about finance. It's all about relaunching your business. It's all about, it's just work related. It's all finance, health, wealth, finance. Just very material, very earth-based energy. Some of you may be relaunching your business. Some of you maybe starting just, I feel like I said this to someone else already, like another sign about a job opportunity coming in. But I feel like for Aquarius, I feel like you're really sick and tired of actually working for other people, and that you actually want to work for yourself. And I also want to say for Aquarius is that you've been working really hard on something, like you've been building this solid foundation, and like now it's time, innit? Like the two of Diamonds is telling me like there's no more play now. Like it's time for you to just, it's time for you to bring that Ace of Pentacles to the world, and to plant it, and to release it, and to let it out. To, if you had a project that you wanted to bring to the world, like now is the time to do it in February. I see the hard work that went into it, and now like it is time for you to release that. It is time for you to work on it, to just excuse me, to just bring it to the world. The world is ready for whatever it is you've been working on. I do see with like this Nine of Clubs energy that you might feel a little bit kind of like worried about this kind of energy. Maybe you're worried about what's going to cut off. Are we back? We're back. So there's something about this energy that you're stepping away from what you're used to and moving on to something new. And maybe that's what I was picking up on with the air energy in February, of like learning something new, like bringing that to the world. And yeah, it feels, sorry, I'm really trying to like translate it. It just feels like you're stepping away from something that you're used to and stepping into something new. And I feel like you've been working on this for a very long time, and like now is the time to just launch it. Just launch it. If you've been trying to look for a new job over the last couple of weeks or months or whatever, I do see like a new job coming up for you to apply, or even you've applied for it and you get it. I do see that maybe your finances have been very up and down recently, but I do see more of a stable income coming in. I feel like this Nine of Clubs energy, like there's nothing to worry about. I know it's easier said than done, there's nothing to worry about, but this is really something that you've been working on. This is something that you're rooted in. Like you've got this, you know, like you've got it. You've got nothing to worry about. The only thing you need to do is to do it. Like this is very practical energy. Like it's very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Damn it, I just had it at the tip of my tongue and it went. I hate it when that happens. But this is very, like now energy. Like bringing it to the world. Like now. Like the physical, like you've been thinking about it, you've been working about it behind the scenes, and now it's time to like make it happen. Now it's time to put it in action. Now it's time to like do it. Know what I'm saying? Anyway, Aquarius, that is you guys, air signs for the month of February. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Let me know if it resonated in the comments section below, and we are going to move on to the earth element. Hello Earth element, let's see what's happening for you guys in the month of February. I'm seeing there's a lot of like mental activity happening with earth signs, which is crazy. It's not really crazy, but considering that your element is very earth based, it's interesting that you're stuck in your head almost. I feel like a lot of earth signs you can get stuck in your head because you're very you can be very, you know, like there's very stable energy, so you probably plan very well, you're very organized, and you're very this, and everything has a structure, a routine, but I don't know why it feels like that kind of energy has turned into an obsession. So I don't know what it is that's triggered earth signs recently, but maybe the trigger has kind of triggered you into being more obsessive when it comes to organization, having a routine. Maybe maybe you're really getting into like your health, and you've kind of gone from being like healthy and being like, okay, I need to focus on my health. I've made a plan. I'm going to eat this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to exercise here, and I'm going to do that. But now it's turned unhealthy to a point where it could turn into an obsession, and it can turn into something that's more damaging than good. You know, like it went from being like a routine and life-changing to obsession. Like, how many calories are in this, how many calories are in that, how many like, or, you know, for some people when it comes to like work and stuff, I'm not an earth sign, but I do have a placement in earth that's kind of in, I guess, what you could call the work type stuff. So it's like timing for me is everything. I've been a hairdresser for like 20 years plus, right? So everything for me was timing. But for me, it got obsessively about timing to a point, I don't even know how to explain it, you know? Like, everything comes down to timing, but then there's no room to have fun. Do you know? Like, it feels like that. It feels like that kind of energy where, like, it's kind of gone from being, like, a natural thing to being obsessive. Like, maybe you've become so organised that, you know, you're so busy doing something that you don't have no time for fun anymore. Or you're so busy, or you're so caught up in, like, your health that it's kind of, like, turned into something unhealthy. It kind of feels like it was going good until it kind of didn't, and you're kind of being asked to kind of like come back a bit and kind of like chill a bit on the obsessiveness of it. Does that make sense, earth signs? I hope it does. Let's see what's happening for earth signs in February. I'm laughing because this is very earth-based. Like, diamonds represent like earth for me personally. So the earth element gets an earth reading. So I feel like the Two of Pentacles is saying to you, like, it's time to stop playing. It's time to stop playing when it comes to where you're going in life. Like, take yourself seriously. Take your health seriously. I feel like just on the basic level, just take yourself seriously. Stop playing when it comes to yourself. Stop playing when it comes to your future. Stop Stop like messing around. This two of diamonds energy in the tarot deck is the two of pentacles, and when you look at the original kind of tarot, you'll see like this joker like playing with the pentacles, right, up and down, very unbalanced, very not serious energy. It's the joker. It's like a joker is trying to put on a show, and you know, is playing with this. It's like don't play about your money, don't play about your health, don't play about anything when it comes to you in the month of February. And it's weird because I keep picking up on this weird obsessed energy, like this really obsessive energy. Maybe earth signs, as grounding as earth is meant to be, maybe you're just not in your element in the month of February, and maybe like the reason why it feels so chaotic and obsessive is because you're not grounded. And it's important for earth energy to be grounded, right? Just as it's important for fire signs to be in movement. You know, if a fire sign isn't moving, then it's like they disarm themselves. It's like they become stagnant and they feel useless, and you know. And I think that earth signs, that just feels like this very obsessive, weird, crazy, chaotic energy, and I feel like you're just not in your own element. You're not grounded. You're not, like, your feet ain't rooted. And with this like seven of diamonds, which is the seven of pentacles energy, it's important to have your roots well planted, right? And usually this card talks about, you know, the past and, you know, looking at where you've come from and stuff. And I think that's really important for everybody, but especially when it's your element, it's like you know where you've come from, but also know where you're going, because you have like the King of Pentacles here. You have the King of diamonds, and he only got to where he is because of where he's been. So you can't cut the corners, you can't play, like there's no cutting corners, there's no like fucking around when it comes to being this King of this King of Pentacles energy. He went through it all. The only reason he can sit on his throne is because he's been there and done it. The only reason he can enjoy his wealth and his health and all of the things that earth represents is because he's been through it all. He was and has experienced the Two of Pentacles. He's experienced the Seven of Pentacles. But it's only in him looking at that and using it to his advantage that he's managed to get to where he is now. So it's almost like he's saying, don't play when it comes to yourself. Don't play when it comes to your future. Like, it's cool to look back and it's cool to kind of see where you've been. But we're trying to go to where we're going now, you know. Keep your roots well planted, but like keep looking forward. Don't keep looking back. And I think in February, earth energy, I think it's important for you to be in your element and to just ground yourselves again, because it just feels very ungrounded. Right, let's see what's happening for Taurus in the month of February. Let's see what's happening for Taurus in the month of February. Taurus, the month of February is going to be a great month for you to manifest a relationship. I think it's going to be a great month for you to have a relationship with yourself, but I would be lying if I didn't see you manifesting a relationship with someone. And I think in the month of February, you're really being asked to pay attention to the things that you want and what you need. There's a difference between a want and a need. You might want someone that looks beautiful and this and that, but, you know, maybe surface-based stuff has not been serving you. Maybe it's time for you to really think about the things that will serve you good when it comes to your relationships with people and yourself, right? Okay, it's nice to look good, but what else, you know? Can you hold a conversation? Is that person emotionally intelligent? What do they do for work? Do they have a good work ethic? Do they have a good, you know, grounded sense of self? So the month of February, Taurus, you're really being asked to like look at the relationship with yourself and to look at your wants and needs when it comes to your relationship, because I can guarantee you in the month of February, like if you manifest it, like if you're thinking about it, you're going to manifest it. And this is why it's so important for you in the month of February to really think about what it is you want in a relationship, because I think the last thing that Taurus needs is another of the same. So really think about what you want when it comes to your relationships, because you're going to get it. So focus more on what you need and what's going to be more long lasting and what's going to keep you than what's short term and appealing in the moment. If you are already in a relationship, I do see that relationship kind of like switching up a little bit, but not for the worst. I mean, it's a general reading, so you know, if you're already in a relationship and, you know, you've changed, they change, maybe you're not on the same page anymore. But I think, you know, if you have communication and you really love each other and you still want to be with each other and stuff, this is a great opportunity for your relationship to actually deepen and for you to kind of start a whole new chapter together and to be on the same page and to be on the same fucking chapter. Let's just say that, you know, because some people, they're not even in the same chapter. They're not even in the same book. You know, so if you do have a partner already, this is like a turning point in your relationship, and I think for the most part it's for the better. Although, you know, some people, you know, stubborn energy and stuff, they don't want to change and they don't want to evolve. And I wouldn't worry though, because it won't be long before another person comes in with the stuff that you are looking for. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. But I feel like February is very relationship, and I usually talk about relationships as a general, but this feels very partner kind of energy, like your partner in crime and what you want from someone in a relationship. And I think that you know, Taurus, you've been very intrigued by people's looks, but I feel like now it's like you're very attracted to someone's mind and how they think and how they communicate and how they present themselves, and not necessarily physically, but you need someone that can stimulate you mentally, because the physical appearance just ain't cutting it for you no more. So you're very attracted now to I think they call it sapiosexual. You're very attracted to someone's mind, and yeah. So let's move on to Virgo and see what's happening for Virgo in the month of February. What's happening for Virgo in the month of February? Okay, Virgo, okay. You know, at first I was like, what is happening with Virgo? And then I looked at the bottom of the deck and I was like, okay. Because I was like, see, I understand this here. I understand that it's important for Virgo now to like really get back into the swing of things again. But then I was like, but then if they're getting back into the swing of things, why is the Four of Pentacles here? Why is the Four of Diamonds here? And then I realised at the bottom of the deck here we have like the Eight of Cups, right? Which is all about walking away and going off to find that ninth cup. The ninth cup that gives us fulfillment and happiness and all that kind of stuff, right? So in the month of February, Virgo, you could be walking away from the stuff that you feel has kept you kind of like captive. Like I think that, you know, the stagnancy is due to this Four of Pentacles. But you're in a place now, like you're ready to walk away, because I was thinking like, I see movement and then the movement's there and then it's like, but why is this here then? But you literally are walking away from the stuff that no longer serves you. It's like you've just had enough. Like you want to feel happy and fulfilled. You don't want to constantly feel like you've got to run things, you know, like you want to just be in the flow of stuff. And I think with this this Knight of Swords energy, like you're ready to just move on, like you're so ready to move on here. And I think this this Eight of Cups here is just complementing that energy very well. Like you're ready to move on, you're ready to leave this Four of Pentacles energy behind, and you're ready to move on to bigger and better things. And I think in the process of like letting go and walking away from this stuff, like it allows you to like find yourself again. And I think that's really important for Virgo in the month of February, is really about the relationship that you have with yourself, because you're realizing that what you used to be no longer serves. The things you used to be caught up in no longer serves you. Like your unhappiness recently has been so loud that you literally had to like kick yourself up the arse. You was waiting for something to kick you up the arse, but you had to kick yourself up the arse, because you started to realize that if you don't take control of this situation and you don't take control of yourself, then nobody's going to do it for you. No one's going to do it for you. So you've had to take that responsibility, and you have kicked yourself up the arse, and you are ready to move on, and you will move on. And in the process of moving on, you find that new version of you. You step into that new version of you, that new abundant, solid, secure version of you. And I think for a while now you might have not been so solid in yourself, but you do find yourself, and you realize it was these things that you was holding on to that was stopping you from stepping into that version of yourself. But now that you're ready to let them go, there's no stopping you, baby. There's no stopping you, Virgo, in the month of February. You're ready to take charge. You're ready to move forward. The relationship with yourself in February is going to be the most important thing that you've ever had to do recently. Like gaining yourself, like losing the trash and like gaining yourself is going to be so powerful for you in your next step in your journey. But in the month of February, you have to walk away, and you have to step away from the things that are stopping you from stepping into your highest version of yourself. Because there are always going to be people and situations that are ready to drag you back into the old you. But it's important for you to realize that the more you kind of step back into it, the more you're not going to progress. And the month of February for you is all about progressing. I do also see as well, there's a lot of earth energy. Like, I mean, it is an earth energy reading, right? But I do feel that just in general, there's this energy of like people revamping themselves, or what was the word I used earlier? It's like a revamp. Like you're revamping yourself. You're revamping your business. There's just like this whole revamp, reinvention of something that already existed, but it's like a revamp. And I think with this Nine of like Pentacles energy, like it's just a revamp of yourself. I do see maybe like self-employment as well, so that could be a thing for you in February. But I think for the most part for Virgo is the revamping of yourself. So Virgo, let me know if that resonated with you in the comment section below, and let's see what is happening for Capricorn in the month of February. What's happening for Capricorn in the month of February? Capricorn, I had this feeling that you might be questioning yourself, maybe your sanity or whatever. Like you're really questioning yourself. And I think you're having this really big battle with like your heart and like the real world. It's like maybe in your heart you want the happily ever after, you want the house with the white picket fence and the this and that and whatever, but then you kind of slap yourself out of it with the reality. It's like you're not even allowing yourself to dream at this point. It's like, oh yeah, I could want this stuff, but the reality is like, you know, like if I want all of that stuff, then, you know, whatever. And it's almost like you're taking the fun out of the dream. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, dream big. Like February, like, fuck it, Capricorn, listen. Dream big in February, right? Don't keep slapping yourself with reality. Don't keep, like, you know, allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to have the dream in February. Like, allow yourself to go fully into it. And I know, but just do it. Just let your inner child out. Let your imagination run wild. Because I can guarantee you that the moment that you get, because this is like a mental block, right? This is us, like, it's almost, you're doing it to yourself, you know? Like, you're blocking your own blessings. Dream big. Allow yourself to dream big. Allow your inner child to come out. Because we know that, like, you know, a lot of Capricorn energy, or a lot of Capricorn energy that I pick up on, I can tell that there's a lot of inner child stuff, you know? Like, it wouldn't surprise me if, you know, your childhood, there wasn't much fun around your childhood, or you had to mature very quickly and stuff like that. So it's almost like, stop, just chill, just let your inner child out to play, you know? Just go with the imagination, go with the heart, have fun with it. Like, you know, even if it's just a dream, if it's a dream, you trust me, if you can think it, then you can create it. And if you want to create this kind of life for yourself, then you have to get out of your head, and you have to stop slapping yourself with this, oh, but in the real world. Like, you create the world you want to live in, okay? So it all starts with you. If you want to keep, like, shitting on your own dream, then you're going to keep receiving a bag of fucking shit. Yeah? So it's like, stop shitting on your own dreams. Believe in your dreams. If it's something that you really want, and I know it is, because I can see your heart here, like your heart wants something, and it's almost like you're just slapping yourself out of it. Like, it's impossible. You're making it impossible, Capricorn. You're making it impossible. It's not impossible. It's very achievable. And we're talking to a Capricorn. You can have it if you really want it, okay? So maybe it's even deeper than that then. Sorry, I was just sitting here thinking, listen, I'm talking to a Capricorn here. Like, if they really want it, they can get it. So maybe it's even deeper than that. Maybe there's like this deep-rooted something, and maybe it does come from your childhood. And maybe this is a perfect month for you to work on whatever that childhood wound is. Because if you're constantly shitting on your own dream, there's an issue. Let that inner child out to play. Get into your mind, get into your imagination, like, think and dream big. Because I'm telling you, Capricorn, if you, and I know your heart wants it, that you can't tell me no different. I know your heart wants it. I know your heart wants it. And with this King of Pentacles as well, you can achieve it. And you know you can achieve it. So what is this Eight of Swords really telling you? And I think this comes down, and if I'm going to be like, Capricorn, I love you, but I'm taking it to childhood. I really am, because I feel like this wound that's doing this in this cycle is it's a deep-rooted childhood wound. And February is the month that you're going to deal with it, because I'm telling you this now, Capricorn, you deserve this dream, you deserve this, like, this stuff that's in your heart, you deserve it, and you can achieve it. We're not letting that wound, we're not letting that old cycle, we're not doing that in 2022. We're not doing it anymore. We're not. If the last 2 years has taught us anything, right? It's about, like, our lives and what we really want in life. What really matters. And with this King of Cups here, I'm telling you, there's something that you want, and it's in your heart, and you're not allowing yourself to have it. and I can see it, and I can see it clearly. It's deep rooted. And the fact that the inner child keeps coming up to come out to play, I think it's time, boo. I think it's time. Like, to release that child, to have that fun, to have that imagination. You're allowed to have that time. You're allowed to be that child. You're allowed to dream and imagine and go crazy with it. I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. That felt quite intense, and I started to get a bit passionate, and I know sometimes when I get passionate people take it as aggression, so I'm not trying to go there. But Capricorn, trust me, you can have it. Okay, so let's move on to who we have left. We have the water sign that's left. So Earth energy, let me know if that resonated in the comment section below. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll catch you in my next video. Hello water signs, hello my lovely people. Do you know what, while I was just sitting here shuffling, do you know what I feel? I feel like February you might be getting back out there, you know. I feel like there's going to be some travel, whether you go overseas, maybe you have friends all around the world, and maybe finally, like, you know, maybe if lockdowns are lifting, that maybe you can now travel across, you know, the world to see some people. Maybe, you know, if you can't travel across the world, maybe it's about getting back out into the community again and meeting up with your friends and your family. It's weird because I can hear like these accents, so I feel like you might be traveling a lot. Like, I can hear different accents, so I don't know, maybe you're like meeting people from all around the world. Maybe you're meeting them online, but there's people from all around the world that you're connecting with. And yeah, I hear many different accents, and I see many different like cultures, and yeah, it's amazing and beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. The connection. Let's see what's happening for the water element in the month of February. So we'll just, yeah. You have a lot of fire energy. Considering that you're water, you have a lot of fire energy. A lot of, this is what I was just, didn't I just say that I felt like there was a lot of like movement, like a lot of travel type of energy for the water signs? And I do see you traveling, especially with like this 8 of Wands energy here. I do see like a travel, I do see movement, and whatever the movement is, whether it's local or abroad or across the seas or whatever, I see a lot of like movement for water signs in the month of February. I do see a lot of endings too, with like this 10 of Swords here and this 10 of Wands. But with the 10 of Swords here, I feel like you're finally it's like the end of a cycle, right? It's the end of a shit talk. It's the end of the putting yourself down. It's the end of, you know, being stabbed in the back. Like, you're over it, and you're so ready to move on and to move forward. And, you know, we do have like the 5 of Wands here, which to me always talks about like an ego battle. I don't feel like there's going to be a physical fight. I mean, there could be, it depends on who you are and what your makeup is, you know, but I do see like there is going to be a lot of conflict, and people might try and talk you out of what it is that you want to do when it comes to maybe traveling or moving or whatever it is that this movement represents. I do see that people are going to have an issue with it, but you're so over being told what to do. You're so over feeling confined. You're so over, like, you're just, this is a new start for water. February is a new start. You're moving. You're literally moving. Whether you're just taking steps forward, maybe you're just taking steps out the house, maybe you're just connecting with friends again and meeting up with friends, or maybe you are moving across the world and meeting people and whatever else. But whatever it is, you're moving. And I think what's really important for the water element is that you remain in your flow. And I do see flow here, especially like with this fire energy. There's definitely movement. This isn't stagnant water no more. It was. I can see here, like with this Ten of Swords energy and this Ten of Wands, there was a lot of stagnant, you know, like when you look at a pond and it's got all the scum on top, it just, you know, like stagnant water. But I see that you're moving into a more kind of like cleaner, more fresh flowing, light, you know, like when you walk past like the sea and you get that fresh smell and stuff, you know, it's not going to be stagnant and crap anymore. It's going to be fresh and free flowing and inflow, very feminine energy, very receiving, very just in flow with yourself. You know, you're not restricting yourself, you're going to go with the flow. I do also see like a lot of stuff coming in for water signs as well. What they are, nobody knows. And I think that's part of the point, right? Like if you knew everything, like it would ruin the surprise. But I do see a lot of surprises coming in for the water signs in the month of February. I feel like maybe you thought this was the end, but it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. And again, I keep being drawn back to that travel. I don't know where you're traveling to, but you're traveling. Like you're getting out. You're living life again. You're going to be in your flow. You're going to be like just... I love it. So let's see what's happening for Cancer in the month of February. What's happening for Cancer in the month of February? I'm telling you. Yeah, you fought Cancer this February. You fought long and hard about a lot of things recently, and you're finally ready to like move into something new. And I think that the step that you make is going to be so much more rewarding than you ever imagined. This step that you make is going to throw you almost into the limelight. People are going to notice you. They're going to celebrate you. They're just going to love you. And I think for Cancer, for a very long time, a very, very long time, there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. You know, there was a lot of stuff happening that you never really spoke about. And you were really kind of like summing up what it is, or whatever it is that it represents, that there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and you were really taking in stock, you were planning, you were creating whatever it is that was happening behind the scenes. Like the moment that you step out, like you're going to be instantly celebrated. Like the love that people are going to have for you in the month of February is crazy. I see a lot of like unions and celebrations and like gatherings. I see a lot of people celebrating you and where you are and how far you've come. I see you celebrating yourself too with this Queen of Cups energy here. I see you celebrating yourself too. I see you really looking after yourself, making sure that you're good. And I just feel like just in that energy alone, like everything in February, like... You see, like, don't doubt it. Trust me. You're so prepared. You're so prepared. You don't have to doubt it. You've already done everything you needed to do. It's time to, like, move into the world again now. And I'm telling you, the moment you step foot out, oh, it's like just a celebration of life, you know? Like, just pure celebration, pure love, pure... Just like people are going to see you. People are going to celebrate you. You're going to celebrate yourself. It's just such a good place to be in February. Maybe you're going to be the person that brings people together. Your connections with people improve. The connection with yourself improves. And I really see this spotlight. This spotlight is just on you in February. I don't know what else to tell you, Cancer. Like, I don't feel like there's much to really tell you other than, like, you are going to be the centre of attention. You are. In February, you're going to be the centre of attention. It is what it is. And I will say this, though, before, like, I wrap it up for Cancer. I do see, like, with this, like, Knight of Pentacles energy that, you know, like, you're not stupid in it, you know. Like, all of this greatness is happening, but you are only going to invest in the things that really make you feel good. And you can see with this line up here that the things that you do put your energy into are going to be very rewarding. Just saying, Cancer. Let's see what's happening for Scorpio in the month of February. Damn it. Jesus. Damn. Okay. Damn. Calm down. What the fuck? Oh, Lord. Scorpio. What's happening for Scorpio? Did one card just flip? I swear I just saw the... There we go. Scorpio. You know, Scorpio, the Three of Swords here represents a heartbreak. You probably are heartbroken. There's probably a situation that didn't go as planned, and it kind of has left you a little bit upset and stuff. But if you really, like, I see a lot of communication in it. I see, like, a lot of defense here with this seven. It's a Seven of Wands energy, right? And when you look at a Seven of Wands energy in a typical tarot deck, you'll see that there's no one battling you. There's no one out here, like you're defensive, but there's no one trying to, like, hurt you. There's no one trying to hurt you. And I do see communication, but it's almost like there's, like, who are you trying to defend yourself from? If you really want to talk to this person, or this, I mean, I say person because of the two individuals here, right? It's very whatever. But if you do want to have communication with someone, then you have to make that move. There's no point in, like, you know, sitting behind this wall that you've created for yourself, because it's clearly breaking your heart. Whatever this represents, whether it's a person, a situation, I thought, do you know what? Oh, fuck it. I feel like on the outside, you know, typical that you look hard and strong and stuff, but on the inside, you're still mushy. You still got organs. You're still soft. So yeah, like, when you're hurt, you can turn into whatever you want to turn into. But I feel like whatever this situation that happened recently has hit you differently. And I can see that with this line up here. You're heartbroken. Your heart aches. And, like, with the stubbornness, it's like, I feel stubbornness, like, but if you really want this to work, or you really want something to happen, you have to make it happen. And that's what this Knight of Swords is saying. Like, if you want it, go after it. If you want it, go after it, because there's nothing really stopping you but yourself. Like, you're being defensive, and I understand that you're heartbroken, and, you know, you're looking out for yourself and stuff, but there's literally no one out here trying to do you any harm. I feel like you've got to a place in your life now where the people that are around you, or you've come to this understanding that, you know, you can choose your friends but you can't choose your family, but you've come to this understanding that with your family and stuff, you can have that detachment almost now. Like, you're in a place where you feel that you can be detached from certain treatment and stuff. And I think that you've chosen your friends now, and they are your family, right? But whoever this is, maybe it's a partner, or a connection or something that you've lost, or because I see that you've chosen your friends, and your friends are your family. I see that you're in a good place when it comes, I mean, I'm not saying a good place when it comes to your family, but you are in a good place because you've become detached from the cycle that would have usually like knocked you off your feet, you know, like, like our family, right, our blood family and stuff, they they know how to get us, right? They know how to hurt us. They know how to get us where it hurts and stuff. But you're in a place now where you're so good with yourself and in your mind, like you understand that, you know, they're just who they are because of the stuff that they've been through. Like you have this understanding. I don't know how to explain it any better. You have this understanding when it comes to your family. So they don't affect you anymore. So it can be your family, but I don't feel like it's your family. This Queen of Swords energy here, like she's really asking you to communicate, to talk about how you feel, to go after what you want, because it's all fair and well that it's sitting in your head and maybe you're thinking about this and whatever this is. It really, I mean, with this heartbreak, I'm sorry, but it feels like a person. Like I can't find any other heartbreak for you other than this person and this situation. And this Queen of Swords, she wants communication. She wants to hear what you have to say. She wants to understand where you're coming from. She wants the communication, but you have to be the one to communicate. You are the one that has to go after it and get it. And when you realise that this person is open to communication, I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to stop you, because this Knight of Swords energy, when you look at it in the tarot deck, like they're going for it. They're not even thinking about it. They're just going for it, because there's this inner knowing that when that door opens up, like you're barging through, you're going to barge through. But for some reason you feel like the opportunity has come to an end. And one thing I will say about the Three of Swords is, as much as it represents a heartbreak, it also represents it does represent like a heartbreak and a bad time and, you know, sadness and all that kind of stuff. But it also represents the opportunity to heal, right, and to move forward. And there is going to be a movement and a movement forward. There is. I see you moving forward, and I do see that if you really want to communicate with this person, there's nothing that's going to stop you. Nothing at all that's going to stop you from communicating. I mean, apart from yourself, because again, coming back to this Seven of Wands energy, there's no one out here that's trying to fight you. The communication, like the communication it's there. It wants, the communication is more than welcome. But maybe you feel like maybe you're not good enough, and maybe you feel like you fucked up and you don't know how to rectify the situation. Maybe like you're carrying the weight on your shoulders because you know maybe you fucked up. Maybe they didn't fuck up, maybe you fucked up. You know? Or maybe they fucked up and they broke your heart. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you still really want to go after this person, then you got to go after them. Because what are you going to do? You're really going to give up the opportunity of like whatever, you know? You're really going to miss out on an opportunity. Whether you reach out and it goes tits up and it doesn't work out, are you really just going to sit in this energy of like, oh, well, what if? Or are you just going to go for it and see what happens? That's all I'm saying. Scorpio. Let's see what's happening for Pisces in the month of February. Let's see what's happening for Scorpio. Pisces, sorry, in the month of February. Okay. Do you know what I'm picking up on, Pisces? Sorry, I'm still shuffling. I'm picking up on a connection, right, that is so unordinary, extraordinary. You wouldn't put these two people together. But it works. It works. And I think a lot of people, with this Seven of Swords energy here, a lot of people are going to be watching this connection because they don't want to see this connection work. That's what I'm picking up on. They don't want to see these two people that are from, probably, you could be from two different cultures, you could be from two different age ranges. Like there's something about this connection that is seen as different, right? But that's why it works. You've got like air energy and you have water energy, right? Water energy is obviously you, and then my camera cut off. But it works so well because you're so different. But in your differences, there's also so many similarities. It's so crazy. And I think that as long as you stay open to communication, and I think as long as you talk your truth and not like do that water thing, you know, I'm a Pisces moon, so I kind of get it, where you kind of like, as long as you keep it 100 and you communicate clearly, this connection is so powerful because it's unexpected, it's different, it's out of this world, but it just works so perfectly. And I don't want you to get into your headspace, right? Because this can, I feel like this is going to be people talking about your connection, and they're going to be like, oh, well, that's very weird. They don't really go together. It's not the norm. Fuck people. But I think that this could also be you, right? If we're taking it back to you. You could get into this mindset of, you know, this person is so different from me. Maybe it's not going to work and all this kind of stuff. Stop talking that shit to yourself. Because the connection itself works. So if it works, why are you looking for things like when it works? It's like, don't broke what's not, you know, don't, what's that saying? Don't fix what's not broken. It's not broken. It works. It's working. You get on like perfectly. It works. So stop trying to break something that fucking works. Fuck people. Fuck getting into your head and letting your head try and have this conversation of, oh, but they're so different. Are we going to be well? No, no, no. Stop it. Because when you look at this Ace of Swords energy and you put it slap bang here in the middle of this connection, there's nothing that's going to stop this other than you. If you get into your head, you're not designed to be in your head, you're designed to be in your heart. So move from the heart, and the more you move from the heart and not from your head, the more that this connection is just gonna, it's just gonna like magnet, it's gonna get like the magnitude of how crazy this connection is. I'm not surprised that people are talking about it. I'm not surprised people are like, oh my God, they're so different. Yeah, boo, but look at how good we work, okay? Like, have your opinions. Your opinions are just like water off a duck's back. I don't give a flying crapola about what you think. This works for us, okay? This works for us. And that's just how it is. Right? So I feel like in the month of February, there's going to be like this connection with someone that is going to be so crazy, so different from anything you've ever had. And I'm pretty sure like you'll trigger each other. But I think as long as you do have this communication with each other, there's nothing that you can't overcome at all. Because you work so well. The fact that there's just two different people coming together. The difference, I don't know, it's like the differences and the similarities are both the same thing. Does that make sense? I don't even think it needs to make sense. That's the point as well. I don't even think it needs to make sense because it works, and that's all that matters. Yeah? So no going into your head and trying to like break something that's not broken. Don't be listening to people that go, oh my God, it's so different. How? What? Why? Listen to yourselves and listen to your connection, and always speak your truth and always have that communication, because as long as you have that communication, this connection in February is just going to flourish. It's just going to be something, and people are going to look at you and be like, wow, wow, you know. So Pisces, let me know if that resonates in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed my video, everybody, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.